Hi everybody and welcome to Budget with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany. I'm so excited to have you here today. I'm going to be doing my weekly reset where I'm going to be cash unstuffing for my expenses from last week, doing a cash stuffing for the upcoming week, as well as a cash condensing. Yay! So let me jump right in. How is everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I'm filming this on Friday, but this will post on Sunday, so I hope everyone's having a good weekend and doing lots of things if you want to, or doing nothing at all if you don't want to. DJ and I are supposed to go out to dinner tonight, and then it is graduation season here. I mean, I'm sure it's graduation season pretty much everywhere, but DJ always tries to go to the graduation ceremony for the school that he coaches at, so that he can, congratulate the kids that he coaches and stuff. And sometimes this is like the last time he'll see a lot of them, and so that's tomorrow sometime. And then he's got a graduation party for a couple of the kids he coaches on Sunday. So we're just gonna kind of relax, but he's got some other stuff to do, and so I'll probably be doing more relaxing than him, but gonna try to get some yard work done. Our stairs just got done, like literally like 10 minutes ago. The guy left, so I will definitely be posting some pictures. I need to go through all of the pictures and post maybe next week when I do my cash unstuffing, because that's when the payment will get shared on here. So I'll try to go through and be ready to post pictures next week. So, but yeah, so wasn't too crazy of a week. Not too many expenses. So up first, so I think most of you know that I was sick last weekend, and DJ and I were supposed to go to see the women's US national soccer team play against China, and I was not able to go. I was feeling much better. I had like a sore throat, but I didn't have like a fever and body aches and all that stuff anymore. But I didn't want to risk getting anybody sick, and I didn't want to like make me be sick longer. So DJ's dad went instead. But I told him that since we were supposed to be going together, that any expenses that he had would come out of our joint funds, versus like if he just went to do something on his own, he would have it come out of his personal funds. So even though I was not there, him and our friends that we were going with met up at a brewery near the soccer field beforehand. So he got a drink for $9. So I'm taking that out of date night, even though I wasn't there. Actually, I'm gonna keep the 10. So I'm gonna do 20 and give myself back 11. Yeah. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 65, 66. And then while he was at the field, he grabbed some food. And being, of course, and he got a beer, but of course, being a sports arena place, everything was kind of more pricey. So it ended up being, for the food and his beer, $33.79. So I'm gonna round up to 34. I'm gonna take 50. So 50 minus 34 should be 16. So 10, 15, 16. So we got 100, 10, 25, 26. Oh yeah, that is right. I wrote the wrong number amount now. And then groceries, did my normal Aldi and Cub pickups or shopping. So it was $51.23 at Aldi and $27.03 at Cub. So $78.26, and I rounded down. So I'm gonna just do 78. So 50, 75, 77, 78, leaving me exactly $30. that is it for that one. And then in our longer term sinking funds binder, had a few things. So we paid, or no, we'll start at the beginning. DJ got an oil change and some other things done on his car, and he went to like a Valvoline because they could do same day appointment. And I feel like it was way more expensive than like if we just gone to the place nearby, or that he normally takes it that's near our house. So I don't know whether he'll go there again, but it was $156.84. So we round up to 157, so 200 minus 157 is $43. So I'll take 200. Give myself back 43. So we got 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 50, 70, 92, 93. So $1,393. I think the place that we normally go to, a lot of times they'll like say, oh, you need all these other things done. So he gets kind of frustrated with that, even though you don't have to do them, but like they're kind of upselling. And so he kind of got sick of having that happen. And so then he took it to this place, and I feel like that was way more expensive than what he normally pays for an oil change and a couple other things that they had done. But I guess that's the price of convenience. So for coaching, I don't actually know what this was for, but looks like more like coffee. But he put it in the coaching, like used the credit card that he uses to buy stuff for coaching. So it was $15. So we got 50. So we'll give him back 35. So we got 100, 200, 50, 70, 85. And then in opportunities, we paid for the tickets for the soccer game. It was like $23 a piece, so it was 46. So I've got 46. So we got 500, 600, 654. So $654. Let me take the $100 out that we used to make change, and then it should come out to be about $338.89. So hopefully like $339. So we got 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 5, 300, 5, 10, 15, 22, 24, 26, 28. 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So $339. Perfect. All of a sudden I was thinking it was higher than that and we were going to be short. Put that back. And let me get set up for the condensing. I'm going to start out first. I don't normally condense any of my game binders, but I want to do my month ahead binder. So I believe these first two are condensed. So 50, 75, 77, 70, or 69. If I can count. Should be 84, 50, 70, 82, 84. Should just be the next ones. So we got, should be 120. So do 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 55, 65, 75. Actually, I'm not at 120 yet, so let me try this again. 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 97, 99, 100. And then we got 2, 4, 6, 7. Swap that for a 5. So we've got 107 out of 120. So we're almost finished with car insurance. And then got $10. Should be $10 in the rest of these. Grab a few more 10s. Yay, get that one. And then, before I go to that one, there is one in here that I want to do spending. I've got 20, 30, 41. So swap the 2 10s for a 20. And then for our Friday challenge, we got 100, 200, 50, 70, 90, 300, 10, 20, 45, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 100, 200, 350, 63. $363, yay, out of 811. And our 2025 challenge, we've got 100, 200, 50, 70, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 450, 470, 480, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Keep. So it should be 488. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 70, 85, 87, 88. Okay, now turning to the home and pet binder for drops. We have 50, 70, 80, 90. So I'll swap the 2 10s for a 20. That one is fully funded. Gutters, we've got 130, so all good there, nothing to condense. Home insurance, we've got $500, $600, $700, $800, and $60, so also good there. Home maintenance, we've got $1,000, $500, $600. Move these here. So 600, 50, 65, 66. So $1,666. Home miscellaneous, we've got 100, 200, 300, 55, 56, so all good there. Home projects, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 500, 50, 70, 85, 87, so 8,587. A good chunk of that'll come out next week. Outdoors, we've got 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 355. Now that our stairs are all done, probably work on, because they're like, so the guy that did the retaining wall filled in with dirt, you know, any of the places that he'd removed dirt while working on everything, and once the wall was put back in place and stuff, and he did like the drainage and stuff behind the wall, but with rain and everything, a lot of it settled, so now there's definitely some places that we need to add in some more dirt, so I need to go buy some. So yeah, for property taxes, 500, 600, 700, 800, 25, 27, 28, so $828. Roof should be, yep, 300. Pet food, we've got 50, 70, 90, 100. I'm gonna leave it that way. Cat litter, we've just got $3. Medicine, we've got 50, 70, 80. So 2 5s for a 10. Pet sitting, got 100, 200, 20, 40, 50. And vets, we just have 100, so maybe swap those 250s for 100. Up next is our annual sinking funds finder. So for credit card fees, I think we're good. We got 50, 70, 95. Car insurance, we've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 500. This is all gonna come out near the end of the month when I renew, but 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 700, 5, 7, 8, 9. So $709, which is exactly what we need because I got our renewal notice. So went up by like $4 or $5 from last December, so not too bad. Thought it was gonna be worse. Car registration, we've got 100, 150, 170, 80, 90, 200. $211, which is exactly what we need to renew our car registration this month. Christmas, I think, is good. Yep, 70. Coaching fees, we've got 100, 25, 27, 28. All good there. Gifts, we've got 100, 200, 10, 20, 5, 30, 5, 45, 47, 49, 50, so 250. So we're about halfway to where we want to be for Christmas. We usually kind of are like $400 to $500 on gifts for Christmas. We've pulled a little bit out of here when we bought a couple other gifts that were like off, not Christmas, but we don't have those very often. At this point, like most of our friends are married and stuff, so we hardly ever have like gifts that we have to give that aren't Christmas. Then we don't really do birthday gifts anymore. So hair, got 50, 75, so we're good there. Need to make an appointment to get my hair done. Massage, I've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, 117, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 125. That is enough to get my next massage, which I just got one in May, and I usually go every 3 months, so August, right? June, July, August, yep, August will be the next one. Tax prep fees, we just have 20. Need a budget, we've got 20, 32, 33, 34. won't be due again until January. Yoga, we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in our longer term sinking funds binder for car maintenance, got 1,100, 200, 300, 50, 70, 92, 93, so all good there. Clothing, I think we're good. Yep, 300. Coaching, got 100, 280, or 50, 70, 85, so 285. Health, we've got 100, 200, 300, 20, 35, so 335. New car, got 1,500, so nothing to do there. Opportunities, got 500, 600, and 54, so nothing to do there. Tattoo, got 200 and 50. Technology, got 100, 200, 300, and 50. I always like get low on like 1s and 20s, and this is when I get to restock those bills for the next month. Toiletries, we've got 100, which I think I'm just gonna leave it as that. And travel, we've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 20, 40, 50, 4. So $4,954. Which I don't think we have any bigger trips planned the rest of the year. DJ is gonna go, he and his friend always go to Illinois to see some friends for Labor Day weekend, so they'll have that, but they stay like at the people's house, so other than like some gas and maybe buying some beer or something, they don't have to spend a whole lot. Plus apparently they had a bet last year that they were doing fantasy football, that whoever won out of the 3 people that were participating, the other 2 would have to make dinner for the other person, and the person that won got to pick like what they wanted and stuff. And so DJ's friend, with the help of DJ, ended up winning out of the 3 of them, so so they don't have to, like, they get to pick what they want to have for dinner, and the other ones have to make it, so they're excited about that. And then we might take like a trip up north in northern Minnesota to visit a friend of DJ's from high school, but I'm not really 100% sure when DJ's gonna have time to do it, but we're trying to figure it out. So in our business binder, we've got $20, $40, $50 in equipment. Giveaways, we are at 29, so I can just swap the 2 1s for a 2. HP ink, we've got 10, 15, 17, 18, so nothing to do there. Materials is 25. Miscellaneous is empty. PO box should be good. 50, 70, 95, 96. Shipping right now is empty. Shop small. We've got 20, 35, 37, 39, 40. Taxes is 100, 200, 22, 24, 25. And YouTube Premium 20, 25, 27, 29, 30, so $31. I think that is all for the condensing part. So let me get reset up to do my cash stuffing. So, okay, so for our first cash stuffing, because I'm actually gonna do two, I have our first cash stuffing for June from our regular pay. This will be a little bit higher because I stuffed some things in this one that I don't do the rest of the month. And then I also have not only an Etsy payout, but my very first YouTube payout. So super excited about that. And I truly appreciate all of you guys not only buying from me during my Etsy sale this last month, but also watching my channel so that I not only became monetized, but actually reached my first $100 to get my first payout. So, so I will cover that after I do my regular cash stuffing. So for the regular first week of June cash stuffing, I have 500, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 2,000, 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 340, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 400, 5, 10, 11. So 2,411. I think it'll probably be quite a while before I get another YouTube payout, but I will take it. So can't complain at all because I know how hard you work to get there and how long it can take. So up first in my variable expense binder for dates, we had 20, 40, 50, 65, 66 left over. And my cap for rolling over is $50. So I'm gonna take the 16 that's above that out. And then I'm going to add $25 for this upcoming week. So we got $75. Like I said, we are planning to go out to dinner tonight, so hopefully most of it will be covered just by the eating out, but if we decide to do something else, we got some extra money. For eating out, we've got 126 and 100 is our cap. So I'm gonna take the 26 out and then I'm gonna add $60 for this upcoming week. So we've got 160. Gas, we're adding $40 for this upcoming month. And as I've mentioned before, I rarely drive my car, like once, maybe twice a week, usually to go get like groceries and do other errands. But the rest of the time, if I'm going anywhere, it's usually to work and I take the bus, or I work from home. So I usually only have to fill up my gas tank like once every 2 to 3 months. So yeah, I put it in there just in case I need it, but since I just filled up in May, I probably won't need to fill up this month. So, but it's there if I need it in case for some odd reason I do a lot of driving. So for groceries, I had $30 left over, which is well below our rollover cap. So I'm just gonna keep all of this in here and I'm gonna add in $80 for this coming week. So now we've got 50, 70, 90, 110. My food is for grabbing lunch at work occasionally. Try not to do it too often, but so I had $15 last week that I did not spend, so I'm gonna take that out and then add in $15 for this upcoming week, which might be going out to lunch. I mentioned a coworker of mine about trying to go and get some pho, and so we might try to do that, but then I like helped her with something, so then she said something about she would pick up lunch for me, so but I was like not worried about it. I was like, nice if you do, but not gonna hold you to it because I was just helping you because that's my job and stuff, but I was happy to do it. For spending, I'm gonna add in $10, so I've got 51. And then in our long-term savings challenges, pull out our binders. So up first, we've got our Friday challenge from Becca at Becca Budget 777. We are going to add in $6 since today is the 6th. Still can't believe it's June. The year is going to be half over at the end of this month. Doesn't seem possible. So 5, 6. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 50, 65, 67, 68, 69. So 369. And then also from Becca at Becca Budget 777 is our Save 25 in 2025 challenge. And this week we are adding $55, and I'm gonna do 16, 18, and 21. So thus far, got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 20, 35, 42, 43. So 543. I think that officially puts us 1/4 of the way there, slightly more than that. And then last up, got our 10,000 Save 10,000 Savings Challenge from Amazing Alley Co. And we're working on section 4. This month ended up being a little bit tighter money-wise. My income doesn't really change other than the 2 times a year that I get a 3rd paycheck in a month, plus, you know, when I get my bonuses and stuff, bonus in this late winter, early spring. But DJ's, his income fluctuates a lot because he's hourly as an attorney, and then he gets his coaching pay, but he only gets coaching pay during the spring when he's coaching track and in the fall when he's coaching football. So his pay really fluctuates, and this last month it wasn't quite as high as it normally is because he's been so busy with track and stuff. So, and then everything that was going on with his brother and stuff, you know, he kind of needed to take a little time to process and everything. So so we don't have quite as much to work with this month for savings, but was able to do where is this? Lost my place on my cash planning sheet. We are putting in $255. So we're gonna do the 110 and 145. And unless something changes, I should be able to do the 120, 135, and 140 this month, but not do the final 200 and save that for next month. But that is perfectly okay. If I don't complete this year, I can finish it next year. So we're adding 255. So 100, 255, and that's all we have in here thus far, because starting the new section over, because each time I finish one, I take the money out and get it invested. Okay, so up. Oh, actually before I, yeah. Still work with this money before I move to my Etsy and YouTube money. So in our long-term binder, savings challenge binder, we're doing $365. 365. In our debt binder, we're adding 250. It was funny, even though I was putting in the same amount of money into these binders last month, with it being a 5-week month, each week had less money in it, so it always felt like I was working with less money, even though it was the same amount of money in the total for the month. But glad to have the normal amount for a 4-week month back. So my travel binder, we're gonna do 20 or 200. Mini Mondays, we are doing 50. And then in my longer term seeking funds binder, I'm adding 500 to new car. So I've got $2,000 saved up for buying a new to me car. Most likely a used car, but I guess it could be end up being a new car, but most likely a used car. And then we're gonna add $500 for home projects. So we got 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 50, 70, 85, 87. So $9,087, which, like I said, a good chunk of that's gonna come out next week when I account for the stairs. And then we take the money that we didn't spend this last month. We've got 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 56, 57, and that is going to come in to our month ahead binder. Okay, now I get to do the YouTube and Etsy payout. So I end up getting, it was like 120 something from YouTube. And then like 200 and something from Etsy, I forget, but end up being $332.66 total. So I've got 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 5, 10, 15, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29, 31, 2. So $332, and I just put the 66 cents kind of into my change jar on you need a budget, so that way if I'm over, or anytime I like round up or down on an expense, it kind of goes either in or out of that virtual coin jar. So in our business binder, because of course using the money I earned for that, want to put it towards my business first. So we're adding $25 to equipment in case I need to buy any new equipment, which I'm hoping, since I just started my business last year, that won't need anything new for a while, but got $75 in here. Materials, we're adding 25 as well. So now we've got 50. Shipping, we're adding $10, so that's all we've got. Shop small is good. Taxes, I put 25% of our taxes, or what we earn, or what I earn from YouTube and Etsy for taxes, so that ended up being $83. So I think my job, my pay, I have enough taken out to cover this. So I'm hoping I won't even need to use this money, but it's there if I need it. I'd rather oversave and then put this towards something fun next year if I don't need it. So I got 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300, 578, so 308. Yeah, I just have like a spreadsheet that I kind of keep track of, like our income and how much is coming out, like being taken from our paychecks for taxes and stuff. And if I think we're gonna be under and owe something, I'll sometimes, like if it's not much, I won't really change it, but if it's more, I'll try to have like, I'll change my withholding to have extra taken out. And then if it's like this year, I think it's actually, we were gonna have more than we needed, like way more than we needed taken out, prepaid. So I actually dialed down my withholding a little bit. Still have extra taken out to help cover for things like YouTube and Etsy, but it's wasn't as high as much as it was. So I'm getting a little extra in my paycheck, which is nice. But so YouTube Premium, I'm adding 13. So we got 20, 30, 42, 43, 44. I just renewed that in March, I think, so don't have to worry about that for a while. And then I am adding a little extra money towards 2 other binders. So I am planning to go to the budget convention in August of 2026. And I can definitely use some of the money from our travel envelope to help pay for that. But I also kind of want to try to use money that I've earned from YouTube and Etsy to pay for it, because it's business related expense and thing and stuff. So I want to try to use business money to pay for as much of it as possible. So I am going to take $100 and I'm going to put 50 of it to play with this week, and then I'm gonna put $50 aside to play with in week 3. So have a little extra money. And then in my month ahead binder, I'm kind of do the same thing. I have $30 or $50, $76. So I'm gonna divide it up into $38. And play with, or put that the first $38 towards the first time I am in the month ahead binder, and the additional 38 to put towards week 4. So since I only do my travel and month ahead binders twice a month, so they alternate. But yeah, so that is everything, I think. Looking around, I don't see anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.